Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to another edition of Awesomecalls Trading.com. I'm AJ. I want to kind of go over today's really great list of ideas that we traded today. I'm currently in three stocks right now during this webinar. I am long a little bit of grub on this bounce area between 60 and 61. I'd like to see it if I don't get what I want, I'm looking for like 62 on it, 61.50. I'm also shorting Domino's Pizza, currently up on it right now, thanks to the great one and only Dark Side. He gave us to us at $238, and I'm in the money already. Also, I am long Cure. I'm building a swing position on Cure right here. They had an offering at $46 for 4 million. The stock hit 48 today, and I am buying it on a Kmart Blue Special discount at $44. I have a $45.38 average, and I will add all the way down. So, and all I need is one quick pop, and I am paid. So, anyway, let's see what we've got for you today. What do we have for you today? Well, we have quite a few things. We did some amazing calls today, and the number one, well, actually should have been the number one of the number one, was a stock called Grub. And it still looks like it's trying to come down a little bit there. So what I may do is trying to be patient with it. Okay, it's coming to this area at 60. It just keeps to try to sell off here. You know what? I'm doing well on dominoes. So what I can do is just get out of this if it hits the 60-50 spot. So I'll keep an eye on that. And then I'll just keep my dominoes going. Okay. All right. This is our pre-market list that we put together today. It was we started with Lulu. Lulu was going to definitely pop at the open on a short squeeze, and so we did anticipate for that today. So we calculated a nice pop out of the open to about to 203 on topping, and then we would try to kick in for a nice fade on it, and we'll go over that trade. So it was a long at the open, and then finding the topping. It did end up around 204 for the topping on it, and then once we got that, we started to get the fade that we were looking for. The next one we did was TNAV. This was a business update on reaffirming guidance. But to me, that was just a short and then a gap fill. And then we were going to just do a nice play on it. You know what? I'm going to sell my grub because I'm banking on dominoes right now. So I'll just get out of this grub, revisit it later, and then I'll just continue my descent on Domino's Pizza. All right, so that's what I'll do there. Yeah, cool. Okay, and we had Domo, which was a really nice trade today. Zooms, MDLA, which took forever to crack, and GCO, DocU, uh, which was a really fun trade today that we did. And let's see what else did we do. We did Grub, Crowd, Cure, and Beyond. Now, Grub was interesting because, hold on, I'm really happy right now. Hold on. Huh. How much more pull do you think? Well, that's right. Oh my goodness. Wow. Fucking love you. Every time you give us an alert, Dark Side. I mean, I gotta tell you, you're like a paycheck. Okay, well, fuck it. Buy to cover here. And buy to cover right Hold on. I'm up 125 on the trade at 200 shares. I have 100 shares left. So if I get one more pull below 237, I'll cover. 124.66, I'm up. I took 200 shares on when I did the webinar, started the webinar. Okay, I'm going to cover. Okay, I got it. I didn't want that bounce. Okay, so now all I have to do is just continue to add to my weakness. Thank you, Dark Side, on that Domino's Pizza one. Do you think Grub will break low of the day? Possibly, yeah. It could, Reginald, but why play it? I mean, you did so well on it, you know? Why give any of your money back? Okay, Grub, going back to our great plan today. Okay, thank you, Dark Side. I made $113.66 on that call. I appreciate you very much. All right, so Grub had news this morning, and the news was just really stupid. They are confirming they're going to deliver McDonald's in the New York tri-state. So the stock was gapping up 4.5 to 5 points. I told everyone short the stock at 65 and just have fun. And it was going to be a great Friday. This was a no-brainer. And it even got the stupid asterisk today. Stupid, stupid, stupid. It was the favorite trade of the day. I told everyone you could still take short 63, 64, but you have to scale in. I didn't want anybody sizing in on the trade until it reached because the stock was going to squeeze. Grub technically squeezes on news and stuff like that. And so then what we did was we gave it room to 65 at the open. Actually, we wanted even more. The higher it popped, the better the fade. Our target on this particular stock was $61 and $61.50, and that was the target. And I want you to show you just how beautiful this trade was. It was just top of the line, and it was all in the news. The news told you to short the stock. You cannot gap up a stock this amount just because they're adding another service to their delivery routes. Okay. All right. I want you to imagine for a second you're a paper delivery person and you get paid, you know, such and such amount. And so then you got an extra route you got to add another house to your route. Let's say you have 400 houses. Okay. So you have 400 houses to service and now you're adding 401. Are you going to get paid a substantial amount for that one house that you're adding to throw a piece of paper to the porch? I mean, think about it. I know it sounds stupid to you and you're laughing, but that's exactly what Grub did today. All right. Well, we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I'll tell you what. So now we're going to deliver Taco Bell or today, we're going to do McDonald's in case you want a chicken McNugget sandwich or something like that. All right. Well, it's a short. The key thing is I didn't think it would fully gap fill, which it certainly did. So I called the stock to go to 61 to 61.50, and within a 30-minute period, it hit $61.10. It was the most incredible trade. This is the kind of stuff that you come into a room like this and you salivate. I mean, Mr. Nice I think made $6,000 or $7,000 on this trade. He signed up for an annual. I mean, we have so many traders that did so well in this trade. No, I think he made 4,000 on this trade. He just went in with 1,000 shares and took down 4 points. It was probably the easiest call today. The other one was Lululemon. Now, Lulu was a little bit more. We had to wait for it, and we're still waiting for it to break through. But when Lulu does well on earnings, you've got to anticipate a nice run out of the gate, and that's how Lulu operates. And so we did. I said, just traders, you could short in pre-market a little bit and take it down. My main goal is to snap the 197 area, which was a flag base, and then we would get the room to 192. But until then, we had to wait for the initial pop, and the initial pop came. I was looking at 203 initially, and I came just under that 202.82 area, and it pulled really nice. But then again, you got a flag breakout, and then it popped and it hit one more point for 204, and then it finally decided to give up a little bit. So it was a really nice trade, but you really had to be kind of very proactive on the trade. You could not walk away. You couldn't just keep adding, adding, adding. It was one of these that if it hit those areas that we were looking at, pop at the open to 202, 203, nail a quick short on it. If it broke certain areas, you were going to get more to the downside, like a PANW. PANW, remember, we had to, yesterday when I was going over the chart, you had to break a certain point, and once you broke that, it came all the way down. So this was a nice trade overall, and but it was for people that couldn't short. It was a great long out of the gate, and I longed it. So it was for me. It was real easy. I just played the long side of it, and I got the pop out of the gate up to two. I think it was 237. I got out, and I was in it at like 198.57. And I just did a quick 100 shares because I knew it was going to squeeze. So I didn't need to hit a home run on that. So it was a really good play, long side and short side. The other one we did today, we did quite a few. Domo. Domo was kind of fun today. Domo missed on earnings. Very disappointment. But I figured it was down way too much. Um, but it hit below 15. And I thought it was a buying opportunity down here on Domo. So I suggested to the chat room, go ahead and go long the stock at $16 and look for a stock to hit 18 at the open. And then it'll top off and fade. And I'll show you the stock. And Domo right here. I like the 15 area as a buying opportunity. I would add at 16. If it pulls to 14, I would add even more. I mean, there was no question this was going to bounce. And I said this was about to $18 or more at the open, and then it would fade off to 17 and under. And right now the stock hit 1780 and is now currently at 16. So you got two up and two down. The next stock that we did was a stock called Cure. This is a favorite of mine. I love offerings. Offerings is something we've done very, very well in here, and we continue to do so. There's a 4.8 million offering at a price at $46 a share. And so what I like to do is I never buy the opening. I never buy anything. I always like to buy the stock on a discount because I always know that I'll either get the offering price or a little bit more. And this morning it was beautiful. It was a great short because Cure was actually up $2.50 above their offering price, which is really ridiculous. It was as actually kind of funny because I was like, okay, you want to be an idiot? Fine, squeeze yourself. There's no reason for this squeeze to $49 a share. So it was actually an absolutely stunning short, to be honest with you. And the way we played it was just perfect. If you look, I told you it was going to come down. I'm a buyer starter at 45.50 with room to 44.50. And look at it, it's 44.74. I mean, it's doing exactly verbatim. I mean, you cannot go wrong on a stock like this. You can't do anything wrong. I mean, it's just you laugh at the fact it's up and you just take it down on a short. And then for me as a long side of it, I want the weakness. I want 1 to 2 points below the offering price, and I will wait for it. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm currently in 400 shares at 45.38.7, and I will continue to add on weakness. Okay. All I need is a quick pop to 45.50 to 46, and I'm done. Just another winning trade. So, and I want you to look at the last 10 days where the stock has traded. You see that? This is a 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, $57 stock. So all you got to do is wait. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. Anyway, so if you hear me add some more position, I will be swinging that so as well. The next stock that we had today was Crowd. Now, Crowd was interesting because it played both ways. It was a nice move this morning and did pretty much what we wanted to do. From there, once it broke, the stock has just been selling off. And I'm going to be a buyer on Grub at 60. You see this? I'm looking at it right now. You see this $60? So I'm a buyer there. Let me see the last 5 days how it's traded. You see how it filled the gap? See that? It's like they came with the news to fill the gap. They filled the gap. There's the gap fill. And then you could still fill that gap there. At 59. So I could be a buyer at 60, add at 59. That's what I'll do. Okay. So I'll do Grub. Go back to Grub. And what I'll do is I'll do a limit order I'm filling out my orders. I'm doing this. 250 shares to start. Limit order, and I'm going to go with 60.02. Confirm and send. Okay, so I'm ready to go. I'm sitting on the level 2 down here in the 60 range. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll give it room to see this right here, this base of 59. I'll add another 250 to that. I'll pounce 50, 60 cents. Boom, make $300 and I'm done with the trade. So I'm not going to marry it. I'm just going to bounce it. All right. All right. So right now I have to wait though, see if it drops. And I would love for this to drop to 44.50 and then 44. Oh my gosh. All right, crowd. Crowd was a very interesting play today. And the way we had to play crowd was simple. We wanted to short the stock. We wanted a quick pop or gap fill to 83, 84 at the open, scale in short. And we had ideally this to come down to 79 on the short side. And I'll show it to you right here. Crowd. Now, there are quite a few analysts. This morning, Piper's got a $100 price target reiterating. The reason why Grub is down, they actually beat across the board, but the reason why they're down is simply the fact that they did not, they didn't really beat like huge. So I had it going two ways. If it sold off at the open of 79 to 80, the stock was going to pop back to 84. Once 84 came, we were going to get a sell-off back again towards 80 and under. And that's really what I wanted. 84 was the target at the pop at the open, and then it would going to fade to 79 to $80. If it pulled to 79.80, I wanted everyone to long the stock. So it was either or. And so what I did here is I'll show you the stock and the trade. Here's crowd. There's the 84 pop. It hit just 83.50, just a little bit slightly under, but look at the pullback. It was a great short, and check it out. There's $79 a share. So by the time you covered, you would have got actually 78 on your covers. You would have made more money on that trade. Domino's Pizza is going to come down. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to short 250 shares. Oh, I missed it. 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 Missed it. Missed it. Missed it. Missed it. Missed it. Damn it. Did you see that? I missed it. I could do 300 shares short. Son of a bitch. Okay, I missed it. You see how this curl right there? You see how it started to get heavy again? You see that? This is where I like to get in short stocks. So if I see another pop up there, I'll go in with 300 shares. I can't chase it here. If I chase it here, it drops 30 cents. Usually it'll pop back. It'll do one of these. And so usually I'll wait for that signal and I'll go in there and short the stock. But I can't short it here because I'll be chasing. It'll pop against me and I'll end up losing $90 to $100. So I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna have to be patient. Okay. Going back to crowd. Here is the crowd trade. And one day right here, see how it actually popped, but the earnings were not that great as impressive as if they were. So just a nice pop at the open, scale in short, and take it down to 79. This was initially the play, and then actually it started just grinding. It bounced right back. It was a really nice bounce to 82, and then ended up just selling off for today. And broke the flag right here for $78 a share. Just kind of snapped. Really good play though. The next one we did was GCO. I actually made just under $500 on this one alone. It was so great. GCO, you see it? This one had an earnings play, and it was up thin, and it was just a beauty. The key to this one was it was sitting in pre-market down here at the 40.50 level, and I told everyone this is going to $42 at the open. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. It's going to 42 at the open. And so, can you hold on one second? Cure, buy, edit, cure. Okay, it's 44.44. I'll add 50 more shares. Okay, so my average is now 45.28, and I'll set up for another buy at 44. That would bring my average probably down to 45 even. And I only use a $1 pop. Wow. Okay. What was I talking about? GCO. So this one, was just an absolute beauty, stunner. No, hands down, one of the best trades today. And I want you to see the notes on it, GCO. You see it? I wanted the pop at open to 42, 42.50, scale in short, take it down to 37. That was it. That's the trade. I mean, it was you didn't have to think on this. I read the report. I didn't feel it was justified to be up too much, so I wanted a nice gap fill. I felt 37 would be it from 35.50, and just absolutely a beauty. I mean, you cannot get a scripted trade. I said 42.50, it hit 42.30, and just look at that. Just a slam dunk, and there's a 37. I mean, you don't even think. There's nothing to think about in the chat room. You just like, okay, 42, boom, click, 200 shares. If it goes to 45, click, add 100 more, and then slam it down to what, 37, and there's 37 a share. I mean, honestly, I mean, damn. I mean, here's a small and easy. Here's two easy ones that were just kind of a joke. IMAC and on TNAV. Both of these were just ridiculously stupid. No brainers on these two. And the way these work, can you elaborate how you got the target at 42.50? Just I looked at it. That's it. I figured I had calculated the amount of a squeeze, how much it would squeeze, where the topping would be. I didn't need any technical analysis to tell me that, GamePro. I just looked at the chart. And again, I've been doing this for 16 years, so I don't need to go through all that. I just looked at it and said this is a $42 stock, and I based it off of the guidance that was given for fiscal year 20. I gave it a new value on the stock, and I felt the value of the stock was worth about $42 a share. Hence why I called for 42.50 to 43 to pop, and then bam, go back to 37, bottom curl it, and then slow move up to the upside. IMEC, this was easy. Standard 101 day trading and awesome calls. I mean, I'll show it to you. IMUC. IMUC gapping up thin on positive phase 2's result dosing. Dosing in the world bios is kind of a joke. I mean, it's a dosage. All right, so it's positive. Great. That's awesome. Hey, great. Do another shot. See what happens. Are you kidding me? Short the stock. Any pop at open to 16s can take the stock down to 13.25 and under. All day fader. It's a no-brainer. So here's your 16. It didn't quite get the 16 pop. I got 15 plus, and here's your $13.40. I wanted 13.25, so it came pretty close. And then there was an earnings play on TNAV. It was gapping up this morning, as you can see. It had closed at 580. It was gapping up to 690. I called for a short on the stock. I felt the stock would sell off down to 6 and then bottom curl. And it ended up, actually, did I put 575? I think I might have put 575. Hold on. And TNAV 6 and under, then bottom curl back up. It was a really good play for the long side. Short was awesome because you nailed a point to the downside, 570 from 670, and then a bottom curl off the 6 spot, and you were able to get 620 on it. So I don't know, it's a pretty good play to me. Let me see what else. Zooms, one last one. Zooms was awesome. I really like Zooms. This was a no-brainer. GamePro, this is kind of like another one of those. I read the report, I analyze the amount, and I give it a new value, and that value will tell me what I think the stock is worth. And by calculating and look at the analyst, I just look at the earnings report and then start justifying what I think it's worth. And then I maximize what will pop, and then I want to go ahead and short the stock. I do feel the stock will settle. So my new valuation on this stock, GamePro, was $29 a share. So I want you to see how I wrote it out. On Zooms, I simply said the stock will pop at open to 31, and then it will settle down two points to the downside, maybe 3 at the most, because the stock will get, it has a new value based on the new fiscal year 20 earnings coming up. And so therefore, I wanted to be able to just pop it at the open at 31, give it room to add, take it down 2 to 3 points to the downside, and $29 was the area target, and there it goes. There's the 31 touch, ding, 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 ding. Take it down to 29 and under. And then you bottom curl it and go long. Pretty simple. Thank you for that. Comes with experience on the pubs. It's a new value. Yeah, I value everything once I read the report. If it's an incredible report, then I have to give it a substantial value, and then the stock won't even come close to gap filling and only come down a certain amount. Hence, what Docu did today. You see how Docu was just you see it? It's a new value of a stock, so it won't come down any more than $52 a share. So these 47s no longer exist anymore. You see that? So, and that's why I think on Docu I gave the value on Docu I gave a value of $52 a share. See it? So, and I figured it would pop at the open to 58, scale in short, and take it down. And I wanted 52 on it, and it hit 54, so it wasn't too bad. So, but that's the new value of the stock. And that's it. That is today's plays. I mean, well, there's quite a few more. And of course, the mods had theirs. Only trade I'm building position in right now, I'm down about 400 bucks, is Cure. And again, you know me, whenever I take a position, you guys seem to always get better than me. That's what Cure's giving you right now. And there it is, $44. I'm going to add it 44. And you see the Domino's Pizza? Why I didn't chase the short? You see that? Remember I was live talking? I wanted to short that, but look what happened. See, if I would have chased it here, I would have been out 300 bucks. So that's why I didn't chase it. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for talking to me today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we had some really great plays today. Mr. Nice scored $7,613. And Mr. Nice just became a new annual subscriber to our room. Congratulations, Mr. Nice. Had some good winners today. Ripster gave us a shout out on the grub. Thank you, Ripster. This was your fundamental knowledge and it's exceptional. Detailed notes to exact point. And this was the sun. They seem to be holding up carb. Yeah, probably because I just don't want to short it, Jamie. Not with the Bloomberg. And I don't know enough about it for me to go in there and try to short the stock. So once the news dies down on Monday, you could take a look at it and then short the stock back down to where it is, especially if they do that. If they indicate that they're not going to for sale or anything like that, then you could short the crap out of it back down to 13. It's just a Friday afternoon rumorville. You have to expect those. All right, boss. All right. Thank you, and I appreciate you very much. And thank you all for joining us today. And look forward to trading with you on Monday. It was a wonderful day today. Wonderful trade. Lots of great ideas. And I stayed away from the TDDs, the Netflixes, and the videos today. Adobe's. I kind of just went into analyst offerings, earnings, just some really nice, fun stuff to trade today. I went after. So, and it all worked. So, all right. Thank you. I will see you on Monday.